If you're trying to overcome your fears, then you must take risks. A lot of people don't take risks. So, because they do that, they won't know what they're capable of. They won't know what is next for them. And when you're so scared of something like starting your YouTube channel, talking in front of people, or you're even scared of yourself, if you can trust that you will be someone that is consistent. So you're like, what if I don't make it because I'm not consistent? If you never try, you never take risk, never take action, then you will never know if you're good at something. And the good thing is that once you've done it, then you're like, what is the next thing that I can do that is better? And this happened to me when I decided to change my career at 26, because I was pursuing music for 6 years. And then I noticed that I was really sad. I was depressed, but I thought it was like the thing that I had to do. I thought that that was it because I grew up with a voice, like a singing voice. I grew up with that talent. And so I was like, well, if I have this could be a reason for me to pursue this career. But the way I was doing it, it was just like, it didn't feel fulfilling. It didn't align with who I am now. And it took me just a year. And for me, it was a risk to be like, I just built a whole music career for 6 years. And now I have to let go of that and start something new, completely new and different. But in the process of becoming who I am now, but what I mean is, in the process of making music, not only I wouldn't like a lot of the things from the industry, but I was a whole different person in the way I used to think. My ego was different. And I thought everything was me, me, me. And all of this without noticing, because I actually thought about people as well. And I used to think about my family. My family wanted this more than I did. And I did want it. I remember when I was younger, when I was like 16, 17, I had conversations with people where I would say, oh, I want to be a singer and an actress. But as I grew up, I saw that there was so much more. And since I moved to the United States and I met my husband, and he and I own a business, and now we're in a completely different career, and I saw that it works, and I saw his mindset, I wanted to adapt to that. And that's something that I did since I was young. Whoever I was with, I used to adapt a ton. I will be like very adaptable with the people that I was surrounding myself with. And that helped me navigate many places. And many places were not good, but many places taught me many things that today I'm able to be like, oh, I can easily navigate this. And so in the process of being a musician, I was working a lot on my mindset. I was working on the business of it because I was an independent artist. So I was doing everything with my husband. We were both doing all together. And we noticed that a lot of it was business. His passion always was to be a businessman, and he always studied. I had never had anybody in my life that did business like him, or they were so passionate about it, and to the point that he is at, because he will read every book, he will listen every single day to his mentors, he would reprogram himself, he would reprogram his mindset. And I was like, I'm really interested in this. I think I want to do this. I want to try it. And I did it. I read the same books, and it changed my life completely, to the point that I was like, I think I'm ready now to take risk and decide to do this instead of going towards the music career. And that is a big risk that I took. And a lot of people can take risks all the time. And I think it's better earlier, because now for me, I have to start something completely new from zero, but I like it. I'm enjoying it so much more. Sometimes I get kind of scared that I won't be able to be consistent, but when you keep working in the background all the time on yourself, then you can trust. And the good thing is that it keeps me doing what I actually like, because I really enjoy reading. I really enjoy journaling. I enjoy making videos. And then I noticed I get to do the same thing, but instead of singing, I talk and I say what I have to say because I have a voice. And I also know how to grow an account. I know how to grow a business without having the knowledge that my husband brought in, because I did it with social media. I knew what I had to do in order to hit high numbers on Instagram, doing what I was doing. And now that doesn't matter as much for me anymore as it used to. It used to be very important for me to get many views, many listeners. And now for me it's more important that I can deliver the value of the things that I'm sharing, not just what I'm doing. Look at me, look at me. It's more like, hey, this is what I learned and this is what I have to share about it and what helps to make better decisions. And what it helps is literally taking risks. If you want to do something, if you want to start investing, you have to take risks. You have to create your portfolio. You have to choose the stock that you like. If you want to start a new career at 30s, you're taking a risk as well. You're always taking a risk. Even me doing my music career was a risk. And I remember many people telling me, like, you're not going to make it, you're not going to make it. And it used to hold so much weight on me. I used to be like, "Ugh, what if they're right?" And then I noticed, what if I actually don't care if I make it or I don't make it? What if I actually want to experience many things? What if I want to do many things and not just one thing, until I find the thing that actually, when I focus and when I find the thing that I'm like, this is it, here's what I want to put on my energy, and then being like, this is what I like. But you will never know that if you just put yourself in just one place, in one box, while you're growing, while you're young, and while you have so much to learn and experience in life. And so that's what I did for 6 years. I don't know if I will ever come back to music, but whenever I feel creative, I still make it. But it's not something that I used to make my whole identity. It's no longer my identity. And a lot of people attach themselves to many identities. In my case, for example, was the music. But I have seen so many people being attached to a younger version of themselves that it's no longer the same people. Like, you have to see your life like a butterfly. A butterfly, before it became a butterfly, went through a whole process of it, and it can't go back to just like going on the ground. It has to learn how to fly. So we all go through that while we're growing, and a lot of people can't let go of their old identity, to the point that I also see a lot of people, and this is I think that this is very common because I went through this. When you struggle your whole life with money, with finances, and then from a day to another, you learn how to use it, you educate yourself with money, you read the right books, you know how to administrate your money, manage it, it becomes a whole different thing for you than what you used to think about money. So you're attached to the person that you were before. So once you have a lot of money, and you go to buy something that is a little bit more expensive than what you used to buy, you actually worry it a little bit. And you're like, oh my God, this is too expensive. But it's all mindset. Because if you think, I'm bringing so much value, I literally have passive income, I'm doing this because I really care about myself, I'm invested in myself instead of saying spending. And it happens to me when I go grocery shopping. I used to think, oh my God, eating healthy is so expensive. And what I was doing is just like having the wrong mindset about money and health. They do go together, and they're both as important if you want to have them both. So I go to the groceries, and when I want to get something healthy, I'm like, oh, it's a little too expensive. And now I'm thinking, no, I'm investing in my body, I'm investing in my health. So I prefer taking care of myself now than, and at the end of the day, you're doing the same thing. If you're eating junk every single day, then in the future, that's going to cost a toll for you, and you're going to have to spend a lot of money in medical, in pills, in prescriptions. when you have a different perspective of money and you think I'm bringing value to the world, I'm always reading the right books, finances books, I'm investing my money, and I'm working on my mindset and not always thinking I'm spending, and you're even managing your money and administrating your money, is a whole game changer because you're in charge of your finances and you're also in charge of your mindset, which is going to shape your entire reality. That's just how I see it. And it's what had changed for me. And now I see a lot of people all the time like complaining. Sometimes I will go to the store and I will hear people complaining saying, yeah, that is so expensive. Oh, yeah, that's so expensive. I can't believe this is how much this is. And yes, we can do that, but you also have to think in a way of abundance. Like you can make so much more money if you bring value to the world, if you bring like a product that will make people's life easier. And why do I say this? Because, for example, I always see it with the laundry that we have, my husband and I. It's the first time ever that we invest in a laundry that is so good and it goes with the house that we have. It was like a really hard option, but at the same time we knew it would work. And I'm like, thank to the person that created this. Or like a lot of people that now wants to do work and they're like, thank to the people that created ChatGPT, they created the cameras, that created the computers. They did all of that and now it made life for a lot of people much more easier. If you think about the jobs in the past, a lot of people had to go through a book or had to do a lot of things and go through many steps before they can take one step. And now it's so much easier. Now, if you want to have your own TV channel like YouTube, you just turn on your camera that you invested for yourself, you have your computer, you invested in your skills for editing videos, and you post and you do all those things, and it's so easy. In the past, if anybody wanted to have a TV show or something, they had to do so much different and only so much stuff actually. Have a studio, they had to have a team and hire people to do all those things. And now it's so much easier. But what I mean by this is that people, because they created something new, they made a product that helped people. Now it's so much easier for us to do things. So you gotta look at it like that. And it would change your whole perspective about how money works and why people are choosing to invest in yourself, because you're making their life better. And a lot of people, once they have money, they think in a way that is, how can I bring even more value? How can I make this product that I already have so much better than what it is? And all the money that they're receiving is to invest in their business. It's not to brag about all the materialism that you have or to hoard the money. When you want to hoard all the money and just have it and making sure that it never escapes your hands, it's not like that. It's like you keep moving it. And like you can save money, but it's way better if you become an investor because your money keeps moving and it always has a chance to grow. But if you're just saving, you're stuck there. So there's a difference in mindset there. And so you have to take the risk for what you think, for how you perceive life and how you shape your reality based on your beliefs and your actions as well. So that's all I wanted to talk in this video. I hope you really like this video and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.